rise in the land as prairie met the cross timber line that meant a creek was nearby. Relieved that this section of the clear, swiftly moving Weanling Creek was currently empty of other visitors, River rushed down the grassy rise to the sandy bank. She used one of the long, purple strips of cloth she'd grabbed from the pile of specially dyed and decorated ribbons that would very shortly be woven into her hair, and used it to tie back her unruly mass of ebony curls. Then she knelt in the soft sand and dipped her hands in the creek, ladling the crystal water over her face. River sucked in her breath at how cold it was, as it was too early in the spring for the prairie to have heated up enough to take any of the chill off the mountain-fed creek. But River ignored the cold and washed her face carefully before pulling off her nightdress and, naked, wading into the creek, carefully choosing her steps over the smooth rocks until she was waist-deep. Without hesitation, she submerged herself to her neck and closed her eyes. Wash away my nervousness and doubts. Help me to make Herd Magenti and my mother proud. Great Mother Mare and Father Stallion, please let me be found worthy and chosen as a rider today. Chosen today. Those two words filled River's mind as she remained submerged, ignoring the cold of the water. It was finally the day, and if it happened, if she was chosen, after today, her life would irrevocably change. And of course, should she not be chosen, her life would change as well. Oh, there would be other rendezvous. Every child of the herd who had known 16 winters was presented at a rendezvous 3 times, given 3 opportunities to be chosen in consecutive years, and those who were never chosen were still valuable members of their herd. But they were not wind riders. Sure, they could ride. Everyone born into the herd could ride. But there was a vast difference between being seated on the back of a horse as a passenger and being bonded mind, body, and spirit to a horse who chose you as his or her rider, companion, and life partner. River had grown up observing the bond between her mother and her beautiful mare, Echo, and she craved that incredible, unbreakable, indescribable connection. Preparing herself for today had been her focus for as much of her 16 years of life as she could remember, and for the last year, it had been her obsession. I don't care if the weanling who chooses me is a contender for lead mare or herd stallion. I'd be happy with any horse. A sweet gelding would be wonderful. Just please, please let me belong to one of them. Let me be a weanling's choice today.
You shouldn't be worried. You know you have your mother's seat, and Echo chose her at the very first rendezvous she was presented.
Slowly, River turned to face the voice behind her that drifted across the creek. He was standing on the bank, holding her nightdress and smiling at her. His hair had gotten so long, and it was braided with scarlet ribbons that matched his vest, which left his wide, muscular chest mostly bare, and made him look more than just 2 short years older than her. River felt a rush of happiness that surprised her. She hadn't realized she'd missed him that much. Clayton! When I didn't see you the past few days, I thought you wouldn't make the rendezvous. I'm glad you did, even if it means you eavesdropped on my prayers.
I didn't eavesdrop. I just showed up and you were already praying. Loudly.
Right. I'll try to remember next time to pray more quietly. What are you doing out here anyway? She grinned mischievously at him. Want to join me bathing?
Clayton snorted. No. I missed you, and I was out here looking for you. But I choose to bathe like civilized people, in a tub heated by a hearth fire. Or better yet, in a steaming hot spring.
Still a baby, River teased, her full lips turning up.
Still a brat, Clayton countered. You should come out of there before you turn blue and have to petition Herd Indigo to join them. Plus, I have a good luck gift for you, though you don't really need it.
A gift? With no sense of modesty or seduction, River stood and made her way to the bank and Clayton, who handed her the abandoned nightdress. She dried herself using the end of the skirt as she looked up at her friend.